What's up, everyone? My name is Mistic. Welcome to Mystic Rex. Today we're watching another video by Stephanie Sue, and this is a marriage fixing show video, which we watched three or four videos about a different couple on the same show. So if you want to watch that, go watch that before you watch this. This one is also a three-parter as well. Marriage fixing show. CCTV caught husband calling a different woman at night after wife went to sleep, which is diabolical. Like it's one thing to do it in general, but another thing to do it while you know you're definitely being recorded on a marriage fixing show. That's a little insane. But let's get into it. Bada bing, bada boom, or wah wah, quack quack. That's what it is.
And
here's the problem with having free will in 2025. Sometimes you just have too much of it, and then sometimes you forget that you have free will, and then you subject yourself to the same repeated torture over and over again. I'm not gonna see you again. See you again
That's
is
why I'm
correct.
back.
It's accurate. I saw them again, but I saw different people this time, and I would say that I was also pacing around the room. If you guys don't remember, See You Again is a divorce reality show where three.
I remember very well, Stephanie. And apparently, she said these ones are even more infuriating than the last couple, or maybe not infuriating, but worse. Which I don't know how we get worse than I don't know how that happens, but let's see how bad it gets.
This 2-week journey to figure it out if they want to stay together or they want to see you again. They want to see you never. And I just want to say, after this series, I think I'm gonna take a break from divorce for a minute because it's.
Wait, but there's like a new season?
Oh my god, I know. I know. Tiffany won't stop talking about it.
Oh,
and also,
no.
like, the more that I watch
There's
this
more
season, the more that
seasons?
I'm like, you know what? Third couple that I used to call chill husband and wife. Maybe you're not so fucking chill. Like, maybe you guys are also insane. So the first series that we did on this was from season 4, the same season, and it was a couple called Mai and Lee. Lee's a famous singer, and Mai is someone that I suspect might have escaped out of my worst nightmare. She honestly might have escaped from an asylum. She has somehow become a real life embodiment of my sexuality. She has been haunting me since I started that series. I was pacing the room at how frustrating she was even to just watch, to survey, to watch with my eyeballs. Now here's the problem though. People say if you were to rank the individuals from season 4, from best to worst, Mai, the one that had me in cold sweats on my office desk, she would rank second to last. She's not even the worst. The worst goes to a guy named Yangzhe. Yangzhe, this is the man that gives life to the concept of selfishness. He is so pure that he has not been polluted by knowledge, by self-awareness, not even a little bit. And it is a shame that I have very strong Wi-Fi connection and very little self-control because
I don't have strong Wi-Fi, so I'm good.
Destruction. I wouldn't. I've got other things to do, but apparently not because I've watched every second of it out of pure intellectual curiosity and nothing else. So for that, I shall bestow upon you.
How is he going to be worse than
the king of dads, Professor Yangzhe.
King of dads?
That's what they call him. The king of dads. Yeah, and spoiler alert, he's the worst dad I've ever seen in my life, okay? But he's dadding all the time, but not in a daddy way. He's the guy that gets caught FaceTiming another woman on a celebrity reality divorce show.
The kind that's just about the milk.
What do you mean? Like a lover?
It
like
seems like it. It seems like it. I have to give you background on this guy, otherwise it's not going to make any sense.
Okay,
if you guys watched our acting show, this
I did
show
not.
was my only ray
Should
of light
I
when we were
watch
in
that
New York
video?
for the trial for like months, okay? The RM team and I would sit there and watch this acting show, and the one time that we would get frustrated, we'd have to fast forward some of Yangzhe's parts because he's... Let me just describe. Okay, so the first opening scene of this acting show, the first episode, all of these newbie actors, because
this is a different show.
This is a different reality show
about.
that he was on, and this was my first time getting to know this motherfucker. And let me tell you, my displeasure. Okay, so I'm watching the show, and all of these newbie actors are coming in here, and you know what? This show is cursed from the get-go because there's another connection to Yu Menglong. Anyway, cursed. Wait. It's cursed. Because there's
Oh. Okay, yeah, I didn't watch that video on the channel, but I did watch those videos about Yu Menglong. So
another connection to Yu Menglong. Anyway, cursed. Okay, the season is cursed.
Yes.
So then he's on there, and everyone's supposed to be acting in like it's like an improv thing, but it's weird because you're like improving, but these judges just like walk around in real time, and there's an idol pretending to be a cat. There's couples fighting. It's like a performance city, and he decides, hey, what's like the best thing that I could probably do? What can I act out so naturally that it just like really hits home because I sell it so well? I'm going to sexually harass a woman on the street. That's Yangzhe's great idea. All the mentors are so uncomfortable. One of them is pulling her.
Why would you do that?
Closer and closer to her neck, looking in disdain.
Why would you willingly choose that?
As a pervert?
Yeah, Chester the molester. That's what he was doing on this improv show. And it's like, he was kind of pulling it off so well to the point where netizens were like, wait, I'm really freaked out by this, okay? So then he goes online and he's very upset with that. This is...
Why would you willingly choose to portray yourself like that?
Young to science. He says, hey, I should have been the top-rated actor for that scene. Think about it. Think about it. You know what I mean? Nobody liked my acting. And that's unfair to me. Because a scene of my character teasing a woman on the streets, did I not act well?
Teasing?
Didn't everyone feel psychologically uncomfortable? Then doesn't that mean I acted it well? In my heart, I am actually even more dramatic than everyone thinks I am. When a fish cries, the water knows. But when I cry, who knows? Bro, I don't even know what that means.
When the
the water knows. But when I cry, who knows?
I guess we know.
Is that a Chinese saying? Is that like a prophecy? What is this?
What? I don't know, honey.
Okay, the best part of all of this
Okay.
is this is an acting newbie show, okay? This motherfucker is a veteran. He has acted in at least 30 films and TV dramas.
Dang.
He's out here with people who just make skits for TikTok. And they're like, yeah, I really want to break out into acting. This guy has been in 30 different productions. His name stays on the credits roll like it's a fucking template that you can buy on Canva. However, almost all 30 films have an average rating between 3.2 to 5 out of 10. Out of 10. One of his first movies, 21 people.
Out of 10? I've never seen a show rated out of 10. I was like, oh, 3 to 5. That's pretty good. Out of 10 is crazy.
Watched it.
Jesus.
The box office grossed $12.14, but he keeps getting booked more roles. It's
Why?
a mystery, right? It's a mystery.
Why?
When you look into it, guess
He's
who's
not
paying for
even
these
good
movies?
looking. Why?
He is. Okay? And he's the only one watching them too. Some people thought that these movies were actually just his way of setting up ways to kiss massive female actresses, like top female actress stars.
On screen,
Yeah, his acting is okay. So I'm gonna give you his. You'll know how he's acting because he has a very signature move. Have you seen those TikToks where it's like when bad actors start every sentence with a huff? Do you remember that?
No.
Well, no, I haven't.
I don't know.
I don't know why I said yeah.
I haven't seen her since last summer. Do you know what I mean? Or they're like the ones who fake a stutter, or the ones who shake their head nonstop. Okay, it's giving Kalel no.
Kalel no.
Bro, have you heard Gal Gadot speak Chinese?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I did not hear.
Okay. Someone said her speaking Chinese sounds like Dothraki.
What?
Game of Thrones made up language.
Oh.
Anyway, okay, nevertheless, Youngji also has his own signature
Never
style.
watched Game of
It's 50% Botox. So all the Botox is on the left side of his face, and he just smirks the right side. What did I say about that? Just smirking the right side perpetually. Unsurprisingly, not successful, but he does end up finding love with a massive female actress by the name of Eva Huang.
Eva
Huang was one of the top female actresses in China. She's very talented. And before anybody accuses her of being a gold digger for only falling in love with Yang Diff for his money, she's actually pretty wealthy. Okay, maybe not as rich, but her parents are from academia. She's a very strong person. Even in interviews back from 2004, this is the height of people wanting soft girls. She straight up says, I have my own theories and views in life, and I'm pretty stubborn. It's very difficult to convince me otherwise. But everything kind of goes out from under when she has to get out of a contract with her agency. It's $1 million to break that termination.
Oh, damn.
She's 22. She's not getting booked roles because the agency is like, if you're not going to be with us, then we're not going to book you roles. You're not going to make any money. So you're going to be a sitting duck for the next 10 years. And then no one will even remember you in 10 years and your career is effectively over. Well, guess who comes in and pays for the termination fee?
Daddy Yangzi.
Daddy Yangzi. Okay, so neither of them confirmed the dating early on. Eva keeps saying he's a good friend. Yangzi
and then he
keeps saying he's
cheats on her?
So Yangzi is he's a nepo baby, right? Is he family very, very wealthy or?
Okay, when I was researching it, they're like, his family's so wealthy, right? But then the way he leeches on Eva, I don't know. It makes me question, okay? So at this point, he's 30, she's 22, and he...
So either one, he's not rich, or he's just very Mr. Krabs. That's the vibe.
He thinks the best way to debut their just romance is through the screen.
Mr. Krabs
he
would never
funds a
cheat, though.
movie where both of them play the lead love interest. Just imagine you're dating a guy.
Okay.
And he's like, I'm going to fund a movie, and you're an actress. I'm an actor.
Right.
Like, what do you think the plot of this movie is going to be? Because I want the world to know how much I love you. What should the plot be? What do you think is the best thing that's going to sell?
A happy ever after?
He's a powerful rich man who takes Eva's V card. Then he starts manipulating her mentally, gaslighting her, spreading rumors about her, torturing her mentally until she wastes away and dies.
Is this like a thriller? What is it?
I don't know what it is.
Psychological thriller?
It's a psycho. See, that's.
I mean, honestly, show that to Book Talk, and that's a bestseller. Honestly, wild plot, dumb plot, but Book Talk would love that though. I have seen some wild fucking ads for Book Talk. I don't even want to get into this shit. Book Talk has had me seen.
Guys are always like, ew, girls love dark romance. They're sick and twisted in the head. I'm sorry that we think male characters who save us from danger and will protect us from physical, emotional, and yes, sometimes financial harm are hot. But at the end of most dark romance books, it's like a very cute ass, normal ass family. Okay, the guy retired.
I have seen Stephanie, I think you're on the good side of book talk. Okay, the side I've seen is not a happy ending. Okay, I think you got lucky with the side you saw.
There's from the mafia so that he can be a dad to their 29 children, and they're still doing it because married life isn't going to make them cool down, and they're still hot and steamy, but also they like really love each other on a profoundly deep level.
Right.
Even though they've said like 3 sentences to each other the entire
That's
329 page free Kindle Unlimited smut book.
we know who's been reading what now.
I'm sorry. But when guys create dark romance, the girls die at the end. The girl dies at the end. What do you mean?
Did she come back like as a ghost?
And they start doing it as a no, she's dead. And the credits roll. I mean, you need to really be like evaluated in a federal facility, okay?
Right.
But that kickstarts their on-screen chemistry, if you would call it that. I'm dogging on them, but I'm really just dogging on Youngja.
Right.
He's funding it. I'm sure he's the one creating these storylines. Eva is a phenomenal actress, and he's just I don't know what he is.
He's
their most famous work though is the fairy couple. Yeah. There are 7 fairies in Chinese folklore.
Ooh, okay.
Also, I realized something has been happening to me recently, and I gotta chill. I gotta stop. But every time I think back on like all these like old Korean folktales my parents used to tell me about when I was a kid. Now that I look back at it, I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, so basically, this they recreated a movie of one of the fairies, the youngest fairy. The story goes like this: main male lead, hardworking man, but has to work out of poverty to pay for his dad's funeral. Okay, not making a lot of money. Honestly, it's bad. 7th fairy from heaven sees this all play out on Earth. She's watching, I don't know, 8 billion people, and she's like, that one right there. He's not even hot. She's so touched that she descends from the skies, marries him in secret, and works selling her magic to give him the money so that he can repay his debts. I'm like, hello, are you a pimp? What's happening right now? Okay, but then her dad finds out, summons her back to heaven, so they have to.
I mean, I feel like that's most like back in the day plots. Poor guy, poor woman get saved by rich what's the word I'm looking for? Royalty, princess. That's like most plots. So this seems pretty normal.
To break up. So basically, this guy just wins the lottery. Like, what part of this is romantic? It feels like forced labor. That's what it feels like. I'm kidding, but I have beef with Youngja, and I'm letting it taint my perception of everything. I feel
families
like
just don't agree to
the
the
probably very romantic and very heartfelt and moving, but the way it plays out in this drama is like the most insane, gnarly shit I've seen. Okay. The way that he just leaves his mark on the entire script, he scripts it so that all the other 6 fairies, who's the sisters of this 7th fairy that he falls in love with, they're all jealous that the littlest sister gets to marry this random ass human.
No way.
Yeah, and I'm like, if I'm a fairy.
I mean, this is just like a harem. This is just a
harem. They die in like 70 years, right? Like, I would just be cackling, okay? But they keep saying things like, I wonder if my brother-in-law has any brothers. I'd like to marry one.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Why?
Okay. Youngja is Huang Xiaoming without the audience. Like, in private. Like, he's doing private, very expensive like private acting.
Dissing on both of them. That's crazy.
I'm sorry. 2 birds, 1 stone.
I don't know who's worse. Damn.
Actually, that's funny because when you read all the comments of this show, they go, why haven't Youngja and Yuka gotten together?
I don't know who she's referencing.
Or like someone linked them up together. Someone introduced them.
So good.
Other lines from this drama are like,
totally
although he only wears rags, he carries himself with such dignity, gentle and refined. At one point, the Jade Emperor, so the Jade Emperor is the dad of the 7 fairies. Yeah, he's the daddy, okay? At one point, he's like, now I finally understand why my 7th fairy would break heaven's law again and again and again and again for him. So
I know.
I wouldn't even jaywalk for this man. This film is brainwashing 101. For example, in the movie, there's a scene where Youngja gets his wife pregnant and she's craving sour tangerines. Oh my god, she's craving sour tangerines. Have you ever met a pregnant person with a pregnancy craving? It's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my life. My sister was pregnant 2 times and I still have nightmares about this. When she would get a pregnancy craving, I feel like, you think hangry is bad. A pregnant woman with a pregnancy craving, she will eat our heads off. Like, I feel like she was ready to tear people apart until she got like her random ass Taco Bell combination with like the most random side condiments.
My mom ate like pickles and Oreos.
Was having a good time. And you know what? She deserved it. She deserved every single bite of that Taco Bell. Like, she deserved whatever she wanted when she was pregnant. Anyway, he goes out, buys a bag of sweet tangerines.
Okay.
If I want sour candy and you bring me a bag of Skittles, I will commit gender-based hate crimes. Because I would do the same thing. If my husband wants sour candy, I'm getting the man sour candy. I'm not bringing home M&Ms.
Of course.
He doesn't even like sour candy, but you get the point. He convinces his wife, no, babe. How could I let you, my pregnant wife, eat these tooth-achingly sour tangerines that you asked for? I know that you only asked because you didn't want me to waste more money on the sweet ones because the sweet ones are more expensive. Here, eat the sweet
ones. I would stab him.
Yes, I'm telling you, they're the same people. Okay?
I
And
would
then he would
stab
pace around
him.
his pregnant wife in the show, and he would say things like, please let it be a son. Only then can the family line continue. Only then will I be worthy in front of ancestors.
Oh, you know what I just realized? A lot of these romance books you read are all written by women.
Oh, yeah.
So these male leads, like these CEO or whatever, are written by women. Now, these drama, they're badass CEOs.
Yes.
Oh. It'll be fine.
but they're written by dudes.
Yes.
So it's just
I
so
give
cringy,
up.
right?
It's so cringy.
Okay, so
I'm just telling you. I feel like if you need help in the dating sphere as a straight guy, read some romance novels written by women.
Right.
read some smut.
Yeah, you know, sometimes I'll lay in bed and he'll read me some smut out loud, and then he'll be like, "What are you reading?" But he doesn't judge. Okay, that's rule number one.
Yes.
He also tells his wife that he likes when she's blushing, but he's too broke to buy her blush. I'm just saying, then you don't get blush. What? But he convinces her to drink wine because natural blush will bloom on her cheeks after a sip, and she's pregnant.
Well, okay. Yeah. First off, she's pregnant. But second off, just make her laugh, and you know her cheeks will blush naturally from your great humor.
This whole thing is goofy. This whole thing is goofy.
Yes.
It prompts people to leave even goofier comments. One person writes about this drama and about Youngja. This character not only has a shoehorn-shaped face, but also an underbite. Whenever he talks, he slightly shakes his head like an elementary school student reciting a textbook.
They're personally attacking his look, y'all.
Yes. But you're gonna die. This is actually probably one of the nicer hate comments I've
Oh
seen.
my God.
Listen, when
That's
people attack my look,
nice.
and y'all, sometimes I see some of the really mean stuff you guys say. Okay, I ignore it, but I see it and I feel it. Attacking the looks is like the least of the concerns. But Youngja, not Youngja, this one, our prince decides this is a personal, very personal attack. He comes out to tell the public about this specific comment.
Oh.
No
Like it
fucking
was
way.
keeping him up at
No
night.
fucking way. You
It
picked
was
out a hate
definitely keeping him
comment?
up at
This one,
night.
the shoehorn shaped face with an
That's
underbite.
so funny.
And he said, my mom read that.
She started laughing.
Mom.
She got so upset that she cried. She called to ask me, does the government not care about such vicious comments? Is that what people want? This is what we want? She was so distraught she called for a family meeting. Like an entire board meeting with the family to talk about it. In another drama, Eva is the prettiest girl in the school and the guys are chasing after her. This is college. They're all 19-year-olds. Okay, reminder, they're all 19-year-olds. Eva has the Pretty Little Liars effect. She's got the Vampire Diaries effect. What does that mean? That means she's 30 playing a 17-year-old high schooler.
Okay.
It's fine. She looks 17, she looks 19. It doesn't matter,
Right.
okay? The
He
entire
cannot.
drama series, honestly, it does
Please.
pretty well,
I
right?
mean, he does
Youngja is
not.
not in it for most episodes. And it's like the whole plot of this is like very good acting, delivery of lines, absence of smirking.
And then he
All these
shows
guys
up.
are fighting for Eva. She's like the most popular girl in the school.
Right.
And she's like debating between which one to choose until the very second to last episode.
Yeah.
A guy walks into frame, trench coat, collar popped.
Oh no.
I said, who's that, a professor? Is that
Oh,
an
no.
administrator? Is that Eva's dad?
Oh no.
It's Youngja, a man in
No.
his mid-30s playing a 19-year-old.
Transfer student?
Oh yeah.
No fucking way.
He looks like a fucking parent. He looks like he complains every morning about how something is wrong with his back and he must have just slept weird. And then everyone else in the room is like, well, you say that every morning, so you might just be fucking old. Okay? He says he doesn't know. He thinks it's the sleeping position. He swaps out 5 different mattresses and you're like, at this point, just admit it. You're getting old and that's okay. Everybody ages. He looks like he's had multiple colonoscopies because he's reached that age where it's important to be vigilant. But no, he's playing a 19-year-old. But he looks so old. I'm so sorry. He looks very old. I know some 30-year-olds, like, they'll play 19-year-olds on camera and it works.
Most Disney
It's
stars.
creepy. This is just the drama on the camera. Off camera, in 2015, Youngja and Eva go viral because Youngja's dad dies. Paparazzi follows them to Youngja's dad's funeral, and they see a little baby sitting next to them, and they're like, who the it's their son. Turns out they've been married for years, and they have a son. And for a really long time,
No one knew
everyone
that?
thinks, well, if they're happy, it's like Hong Xiaoming and Angela Baby, domineering, bossy CEO, Nepo
Okay.
Baby, and then his loving, quieter wife who's focusing on her own like career. But out of nowhere, the two of them end up on season 4 of the divorce variety show. And they see you again. Eva mentions she drops some bombshell. She says,
I
actually,
forgot what we were
separated and
watching
not
for a
being together
second.
for years at this point. They haven't even been in the same room for a really long time.
Wow.
Okay, and this is the 3rd year that she's been telling him that she wants a divorce. The
Okay.
producers, the very first episode, all the couples, they don't see each other. So they each
Why
get a house.
did it take years? Why are you not divorced if you're that like set in stone on it? What?
In the same compound, but they don't mingle.
But I
So
mean,
they have no idea who else is
content
there.
for the
Eva
content,
is
right?
escorted into her house first, and then she's waiting for Youngja. Youngja walks in. It's very awkward. Okay, it's like 2 penguins trying to avoid waddling into each other the whole time. They just look uncomfortable around each other for a married couple. And the first meme to come out of this relationship is they have like the little producer on camera moments where they're sitting on a chair talking to the producers into the camera, and it's Eva and her 7 husbands, Evelyn Hugo and her 7 husbands. That's the vibe. Just to give you a context, okay? Eva has a group chat with her and her 7 husbands because Youngja
I know this.
has 7 phones and he has
Oh.
7 separate WeChat accounts. Right? So it's like
Why?
one needs 7 separate WeChat accounts, which is like WhatsApp.
Cheating.
It's like a Kakao Talk, right?
Cheating.
And because on WeChat, you can only have 1 number per WeChat account. Like you can only register 1 WeChat account for your 1 number, right?
Yeah.
And once you do that, you can only have 5,000 friends that you can add to your WeChat. That's
5,000 contacts.
it. 5,000 contacts, and then you max out. Nobody ever maxes out. Nobody. 1 number, you don't max out. 5,000
5,000?
people?
He's cheating.
What could you possibly do
It's
to
for
doing
cheating.
5,000 people?
It's for
And he has
cheating.
7 phones.
Yes.
It's for cheating.
35,000 contacts.
So he made a group chat with Eva and his 7 different WeChat accounts just in case he doesn't have the phone on him that she's trying to reach him. It's a
Bro.
group chat.
Bro.
Crazy.
Netizens are cackling. They say whenever Eva sends him a message, all 7 of his phones light up. There really is no excuse for him to not reply to his wife.
Yeah, there
Another
isn't.
one comments, it's the fact that that when you look at screenshots, Eva is not the admin of the account of the group chat.
He made it?
He made the group chat. But that also means that she can't tag everyone easily or something like that. They're just saying when you're not the admin of a group chat, it's like really annoying. So like there's just a lot of extra things Eva has to do every day.
Right.
It's just, okay, so 7 phones, a group chat. He still never responds to Eva. He says, I get a few hundred messages every day.
Well, you get 7 from
my
her.
personal principles in life is that I want every friend in my circle to feel like they can get a response from me. I don't want anyone to feel ignored.
Except my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, except my wife. She can feel ignored. I don't really care what she thinks. It's not like she's my wife or anything.
I want anyone to hold resentment toward me.
Except my
the
wife.
mom of my kid.
Yes, because, you know, Eva, even if I upset her, I have chances to make her feel better and make it right. But with some friends, if I miss that one interaction, there might never be another interaction to repair the relationship. And you know what I'm thinking?
What's wrong with this guy?
I'm thinking that's not friendship. That sounds like you're talking to girls. Guys don't care if you don't respond to their text message.
Yeah.
True.
That's so weird. Where do you even add these amount of people? Like, does he just, anybody he runs into, like every person that he comes across, like, here's my WeChat.
Oh, he's probably meeting people online. Ooh.
His fans sliding into his DMs.
Okay. So he's asked about the last thing that Eva posted onto her social media. He says, I have not even a clue. Not even one clue. He said he has so many friends, her posts never show up on his feed. Okay? But the infuriating part is Eva is telling the producers that one of the reasons that she wants a divorce is, and I feel like this is very sensitive for some people, but she says that she married Youngsu because he was a man that could lead and she felt safe. Like, she met him when she was very young and he was a leader in the relationship and she felt very secure to follow his instructions. And
he
then he
looks
using his power
his
and being
age.
a full-blown idiot. He starts signing contracts for her without even thinking about her. So he's her agent and he would sign like 3 different acting roles at the same time without asking her, without consulting her schedule, without getting her permission. And at one point, because of the contractual obligations, she would sleep like 2 or 3 hours a day. That's it, for like a year. And people, all of her coworkers hated her because they thought that she was the one that was just money hungry and she didn't really care for any project. She was just doing it for the money. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, I don't think
divorce,
and everyone was
babes.
just blaming Eva for all of this. He's an asshole. He's just such an asshole. There's a clip of a reality show that both Youngsu and Eva were on where he says, I tell Eva all the time that most stars are uneducated. The earlier you become a star, the more uneducated you are.
Oh no.
What does that mean? Like, he's trying to tell.
When did he
Lebanese
start?
Actors, they're dumb. He's saying.
When did he start? When did he start acting? Was it in the womb? Is that when he started acting?
That
Seems
as
like
he's trying to be an actor in the entertainment world. Okay. Sitting next to his wife, who is an actress, and you tell me who's dumb. The host asks Eva, he says you're uneducated. Aren't you angry? Eva doesn't say anything. Here's the thing about Eva. She is so calm and so collected. I don't understand. I don't understand how someone can be so poised all the time. Like, she never breaks. Never. And she even, she never even looks that bothered. Every time Youngsu says some shit that makes me stop the video, I have to like pound my space bar. I have to walk 5 circles around the room. Eva the whole time is slightly smiling. I'm actually low-key convinced that she came on this dating show so that she could divorce Youngsu and he could not tell the world that it was her problem. Because now whatever he says, no one's believing him. No one's gonna believe him. The way,
Do you think she's like emotionally checked out a long time ago?
No, because she still cares about him.
Oh, really?
Okay, so personally, I can relate to her because sometimes I have family members who just say insane shit, but you just gotta hold it in, okay? You can't show any discomfort or reaction to the things that they say, okay? You can't show reaction, okay? You just you gotta plain face it, okay? That's what I imagine she's doing. She just holds it in until she's alone. That's my theory, my game
Like, you think
theory.
she's just like super high EQ?
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
And so Youngsu responds for her. If you're truly uneducated, why would you be mad?
Why would you be offended if I'm stating the obvious?
So Eva is expressing all of her thoughts to the producers, and Youngsu tells them that he doesn't really know why Eva wants to get a divorce. He says, I think Eva has her grievances, even if they aren't true. She believes she has her grievances, and the whole thing is a little bit childish. He even describes the first impression he had of Eva when they first met. He believes that she's a brat. He said, yeah, my first impression was she's definitely pretty, but she's got like her own bratty charm. So remember how in the first episode of this marriage series, the first test is the marriage quiz. There's 3 couples, each one
And
has
they
to answer
did
questions,
horrible,
write their answers
didn't
down on a
they?
piece of paper, like what's your favorite movie, very basic knowledge stuff. And then they sit next to their partner in an armchair while the producers start
God, is
asking
he
them, hey,
sexy.
what's your partner's favorite movie? And they cross-reference the sheets. Remember Mai and Lee, they had the most points out of how well they know each other, but the whole time it just seemed like Mai wanted to prove that she had the most points and not really anything else. Like, she did not care about her husband. She was just like, did I win? Am I the best wife ever? Like, that was her, okay?
She just
And I
wanted
thought
to
that was
brag.
I thought that was that. But I'm sitting here watching Youngsu and Eva. I don't think they have ever met before this show. I think this is their first date. They don't know their wedding anniversary.
Both of them?
Neither of them.
Wow.
Oh.
You know, I laugh, I giggle, right? But then every time someone asks me for my wedding anniversary, I also stutter. Because I'm like, wait, I am married, right? So like, what do I tell them? Do I tell them the anniversary that we celebrate? Do I tell them the day that we legally got married? Or do I tell them the day that we had our wedding ceremony? Like, there are 3 different fucking dates. And then I always just go, I don't know. And then they're like, oh. I'm pretty sure there are at least like 5 realtors that think we absolutely hate each other's guts. Like, there's just no way. Okay. So anyways, favorite color. Favorite season. They're sitting here like this is the bar exam. They're stressing. They don't
know colors or seasons.
Are popping out because Youngja can't think of Eva's favorite holiday, hobby, nothing. I believe that their very first point that they gain comes from like, what's your partner's biggest pet peeve about you? And then they finally get this shit right. It's the fact that Eva hates that Youngja doesn't know the difference between day and night. He does not know. He doesn't know when the moon comes out. He will go to sleep at 10 in the morning and wake up at 3 p.m.
Okay, night owl?
They have 2 children. So Eva will wake up with the children, get them ready for the day, hang out with them. He will be up way later and not be involved in their lives at all. But he says it's also kind of Eva's fault because if she really wanted to... No, I can't believe I'm saying these things out loud. If she really wanted to spend time with him, she could adapt to his schedule.
Oh my god, this guy's on another level.
When he finally does have time, I guess it would be her.
We just go back to his the earlier you start acting, the dumber you are. Like, I feel like you started acting a 1,000 years ago. What the fuck do you mean? Do you want the kids to adapt to your schedule? Do you want the teachers to adapt to your schedule? Do you want the world to adapt to your schedule? That's not how this works.
Her dinner, his breakfast. Eva says, we've actually never had a meal together when he wasn't on a call with someone from start to finish. Yeah, Youngja admits, fine. I'm rarely with the kids. That's a problem. I'm aware of it.
I'm rarely with the kids?
Yeah. He's like, I never see the kids.
Damn.
I get it. It's a problem. To which Eva is asked, what is Youngja the most afraid of losing? And she's sitting there with a big old smile on her face.
Money.
And I'm like, girl, say it.
Fame.
Say it. Even Youngja is like, just say it. Say it. Say what's on your mind.
His 7 phones.
No. I mean, close, okay? But good, very good, easy answers.
Money,
my
women.
Wife, my kids. My da-da-da-da-da.
You said Eva was smiling?
Yeah.
I want to hear her answer.
No, she's got a lot to say, okay? This is a woman who could write 25 memoirs, and I would eat it all up. So she says he is the most afraid of losing money. Youngja looks highly uncomfortable. And remember how there's like a panel? There's like reaction panels.
Oh, yeah. Other celebrities.
Other celebrities who are reacting. It's like a panel. I'm going to call them the panel. And it comes to the panel. And they're like, she hit the nail on the head. Look at him. Look at his body language. That's the right answer. That's the right answer. And he's like, no. Wrong. Beep. Womp womp. Incorrect. So I'm like, okay, he's passionate. He's going to hit her with my biggest fear. Are you crazy? My biggest fear is that one of our beautiful children that have come into this earth, that have graced my presence, have changed my life, and the fiber of my being
getting a 1-star movie.
It's my eyes.
Huh?
You what? My eyesight. If I lose my eyesight, it would be devastating because my favorite hobby is collecting antiques. So having eyesight is very important to me. Netizens are commenting in the live chat.
Not even so you can see your wife.
Like, they were getting very frustrated. Then Youngja is asked about Eva's favorite flower, and he's like, I know this one, lily. No, roses. No. The producer's like, Eva, what's your favorite flower? It's a tulip. And then it's quiet. Just silence. The producers know what they're doing, and the producer goes, what kind of flowers do you buy, Eva? Lilies and roses. Okay. This man has just been gifting her lilies and roses for like 20 years.
Damn.
There's actually so many
20 years?
So it looks like Eva's about to cry. At one point, Youngja is asked about her favorite hobby. He's giggling. He's like, I don't know. And then he's like, do you even have hobbies? Okay,
damn.
I'm sorry that she's a working woman and she's raising 2 children by herself like a single mother.
Hell yeah.
So what are you doing on your 7 fucking phones? Oh, okay, she says like the most high EQ thing. See, if that were me sitting in that chair, I'd say, what do you mean I don't have hobbies? Is it because I'm so busy watching the kids all day? Is it because I'm so busy? It would be a fight. It would be a fight, right? Yeah. Eva says, nobody would write no hobbies on a test like this. Which means answer the fucking question. Why do you think I have no hobbies? Okay? Finally, she smiles and she says that she wrote down sleep. Which, okay, fine, whatever, questionable. Which he snorts and he says, you might as well have said nothing.
Damn.
And it looks like Eva's about to start crying.
Really?
The only answer Youngja gets right off the bat is Eva's social security number, because as her former manager agent, money stealer, he would have to write it all down on all the contracts and forms to seal the deal, Youngja ends up scoring the lowest out of all 3 guests.
Are they just telling them that?
3 couples.
Like,
yes, he scores the lowest. So each individual is scored. He is the lowest. So they go back to their room. It's awkward. It's awkward.
So they're like sleeping in the same bed and stuff.
Yeah, and so no, there's 2 beds.
Oh, but same room.
Yeah. And they get a note card from the producers. Youngja opens it up and it tells him, because you are at the bottom of the list from the marriage quiz, you need to pack your bags and move out of your room immediately and move into the special room that we have prepared for you. As for your partner, Eva, she has the choice to stay in this nice room or go and suffer with you. Of course, Eva is high EQ and she's very nicely trying to say no by acting very confused by what the card is saying. Let me tell you something. The minute someone is acting very confused, they don't want to do what you're suggesting. Okay, I learned this too. And I am...
Wait, what does that mean? Eva was like, what do you mean? Like, am I supposed to go?
Like, what does that mean? I don't understand what that means. Like,
oh,
what?
she don't want to go.
You get the what? That person does not want to hang out with you, okay? And that's okay. I've gotten the what a few times. It's okay. Move on. We can find new friends. We can be each other's friends. But that means she doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
She's unfamiliar with Mandarin. She said English only, please. I don't know what this card means. And that's a very big hint. Like, no, go suffer alone, you weirdo. But he sighs. They're asking you if you will come suffer with me, or would you rather stay here and enjoy yourself alone? She just like avoids the topic, okay? And then he hits her with it's a Chinese saying, okay? Husband and wife are like birds sharing the same tree. When a storm hits, they fly their separate ways. AKA, hey, when things are good, couples stay together. When things are bad, they separate. But you're the one that scored the lowest.
They should have
no one told you to
separated
be
a few
an
years
idiot.
ago.
You are the disaster. So at this point, Eva has no
You
choice.
are the storm.
Fine, I'll go take a look first. So they get escorted into his special room, and it looks like an escape room nightmare. To be fair, it looks like a set. So they make like a little escape room building. That's what it looks like. Okay.
It's like a Mr. Beast set.
Bed is like one of those camping beds. It's
Oh,
like
no, don't watch
6 poles and then like camping tent fabric on top. There's like a small rudimentary kitchen. You know, there's those like old cooking videos in China where it's like the fire and then you have the giant wok.
Like old style, like you put wood underneath, like you burn wood and then the giant wok to cook.
So it's got one of those, and I mean it's bad because there is no real door, so there's bugs and flies coming in. It's giving dungeon, but it's giving dungeon scene for rent for film projects. Like it's clearly not dirty or gross or unsafe. Not that that's a problem, but like it's like a set. Yeah, they built it. So they get inside, and Young's
it looks a little dirty.
Not bad. He's like, this is great. Obviously, I could do it. He starts lighting up the fire in the kitchen, and he's humming like he does this every day of his life. And I'm like, I just know you have an electric cooktop that you've never touched. I don't even think you got a gas cooktop. You got the electric one, induction. You don't touch that shit. I just know. And she's confused also. Like, you can just tell. That's also the thing with Mai. That's the thing with Youngza. You just know when someone doesn't do anything because the partner, when they start doing that thing that they act like they do all the time, the partner looks at them like, what? But they don't want to out them on national television, so they're just like, what is okay.
What is he doing?
He's starting the fire for the wok.
Oh, like he's about to cook something.
Yeah.
But he's never cooked a day in his life.
Like, you're gonna cook? You're gonna cook? So he's rolled up his sleeves.
Classic.
He lights the fire, starts
burn his sleeves,
starts pouring in a ton of oil into the wok.
Oh my god.
Eva is just quietly sitting there wanting to leave. She keeps giving him hints. She's like, I'm so sleepy. She keeps saying,
please,
like, I'm gonna leave.
girl, please go back. You don't have to separate with him.
Like, she's waiting permission to leave. So this is her subtle way of like, hey, tell me it's okay to leave, which is like, they feel bad, right? But also she's so high EQ. And finally, he's like, yeah, you should go get some rest, and I'm gonna cook dinner for you, and I'll come get you when the dinner is ready. And she's looking at him. She's looking at the wok, and she's like, don't come get me. But she doesn't say that. So he's still trying to like get her to come back into this dungeon. I think it's crazy that he's like, go, but I'm gonna come fetch you again.
Yeah, like if it's that bad, I wouldn't have gotten you. Like, are you kidding me? Like, why would I want 2 people to suffer?
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. And then he starts heating up the oil, and out of all the things that he could have stuck in this oil, I mean, think about it. Think about wok. I'm thinking, the panel's thinking, maybe you could cook up some fresh noodles, or cook up some scallion oil, throw in some green onions, or fry up something. Okay.
Something just.
He grabs a pack of instant noodles.
Okay.
Deep fry ramen?
Everyone is like, bro, this guy has never been in the kitchen. He throws in the noodles fully uncooked. Okay, it's not cooking. He throws it in. Yes, he starts flipping it. It's not cooking. It's just burning. So what does he do? He splashes water into the oil.
That's fucking crazy.
Boom.
Explosion, right?
Smoke, bubble up. Okay.
Oh my god.
Thankfully, the fire was not hot enough. So the oil was not like super crazy. He thinks this is normal. He thinks like, sometimes when you go to those really nice restaurants and they have like the wok in the fire, he's like, oh yeah, I'm doing this. Okay. So he keeps pouring more water.
Oh my god.
Flipping the ramen.
Stressing me out. Right?
Until finally he takes it out, puts it on a dish. The camera zooms in. It's a hockey puck. It is a burnt circular charcoal disc.
Ew.
Disc. I said,
has he never had ramen in his life?
And he walks out and he breaks the fourth wall. He looks at the producers. He said, hey, anyone have food? No, you have to be responsible for your own dinner in the special room. Walks back in. It's getting smoggy in there, okay? He walks back out and he
Please don't wake her up.
How am I supposed to cook without a broom?
What?
What? A broom? You know, a broom to like move things around in the pot. You mean a fucking spatula? He has like a ladle. He needs a broom.
Damn, he really has never.
No, he says the reason the smoke is filling up because he cannot clean the pot with a broom. He walks in there. His body is 99% authority, 1% competency. It's a dangerous combination. He grabs a bowl of water and he starts using his ladle to scoop hot oil into the bowl of water. Naturally, it erupts into little bombs of smoke.
Oh my god.
Eventually, he's standing further and further away from the stove, but he keeps doing the same thing over and over again, which is at like a COVID social distance.
Oh my god.
Eventually, all of it's just on fire. The entire wok is on fire like a bonfire. He tries scooping up the literal flames into the bowl.
No.
One of the panel members, I don't know if they have a legal background or just anxiety.
This is what.
Don't try this at home.
This is what living paycheck is. Just eating literal scoops of fire.
Youngza is just calmly standing there, scooping more fire out.
Scooping fire.
You ever just like meet those people? Oh, I'm so sorry. I think I can be friends with most people.
I
can be
can't.
friends with absolutely most people.
I can't.
There is maybe one type of friend I cannot be friends with.
I will proudly admit, I cannot stand most people. I cannot be friends with most people, okay? I will proudly admit that. I have no problem admitting that. I cannot stand most people. So
Can't be friends with my.
I would
definitely
not.
Can't be friends with her. Ooh,
No,
definitely not. Okay?
God, no.
But there's another type of person I cannot be friends with, and this is like a little bit broader, and that's because I have severe anxiety. It's actually a me problem. It's not anybody else's problem but me. I actually wish I could live this life, but I'm talking about these people. These are fully able-bodied people, people that you know are able-bodied. This is a preface. I don't want to see any comments, okay? Please, these are fully able-bodied people. You know they are able-bodied people, okay? Yeah. They be fucking going bowling and playing pickleball, and they be running to go get all these other things, okay? But then you tell them something bad is happening. The dog just ran out of the house. You're like, run! There's always that one person who just like never runs. They've never rushed a day in their lives. They have no internal sense of urgency. Everyone else is like booking it, and they're just like, okay, and they're grabbing a water, and they're like running with a cup of water. That's Youngju. He's just calmly moving bonfire
I know someone
into smaller
like
bowls, and his movements are so slow, and the fire is growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and the man is just standing there. And remember how the editors
Can
they
you
had
just
to hire more
burn the
editors
house
for this
down?
season of the show, even though it's season 4, and everyone was joking it's because Mai was getting all the editors like heart problems, you know, so they had to like take breaks. Well, there's this one edit at the end of the episode from the outside of the house, and you just like see through the window Youngju just standing there while the fire gets bigger and bigger, and then it cuts to Mai and Lee, who are lovey-dovey outside watching fireworks. As if I don't know ball. I know ball. You think I'm falling for it? Okay. Seeing Mai's face, I was getting flashbacks.
I know what you're doing.
Juxtaposition, contrast of like, look at this crazy guy. Look at this completely normal couple. I said,
normal.
You think I don't know? You think I don't know? So I thought that's the end of episode 1, right? Wrong. 10:30 p.m. Youngju walks into the room where Eva is clearly knocked out onto the bed. She did her whole nighttime routine. She put on a face mask. She was reading the book Game Theory, which is about strategizing and predicting someone else's behavior so that you can improve your decision-making skills.
She's reading that for really?
Yes.
The one that you were reading too?
Yes. Everyone's giggling because
she read that book so good. We know she read that book so good in the show.
Nobody knows whether or not she's using this to talk to Youngju or to avoid Youngju. We don't know. And he definitely doesn't know either. He doesn't know a lot. He sees her sleeping. I mean, she might as well be drooling and snoring at this point. She looks like she's out cold. And here's what I think partners should do. I feel like you see your partner asleep, you're looking for ways to let them sleep a little more. Okay?
Right?
Hey.
Is he gonna wake her up for
Wake up, I made
food?
dinner. I made dinner.
Oh,
Let's
no.
go. The disc, okay?
Oh, no.
That smells like
Oh,
smoke
no.
and probably
Oh,
has
no.
the most carcinogenic air quality. After all of that shenanigans in there, he's like, here, wife, mother of my children, come on, get up. He forces her to get up from her slumber, walk back to his room with him.
Yo, this is like premeditated. How is that? Like, he knows that's not edible. He knows that she's...
Oh, he made new noodles.
Okay, but still, like, she's asleep.
It's still
What do you
definitely
do?
not edible.
I know. He starts ranting on the way there about how hard it is to cook food for her because the most, like, even the littlest bit of, like, dirty food in her stomach, she's gonna feel sick. So that he had to ensure that she doesn't get sick and, like, the whole place, like, the kitchen wasn't, like, the right setup. Sir, are you not aware of, I don't know, the 9 Super HD 4K cameras around you? Like, I saw you. I saw you. Sir, I saw you. Anyway, she sits outside. He gives her a bowl of ramen, and it's just, like, mushy instant noodles without any seasoning. Just like boiled in water. She takes a few bites of his food, and he's telling her, eat more. And then he takes a bite of the food and he's like, it's so good, it's so good. Then he goes inside and he eats a banana. And then he comes back out and he keeps telling Eva to eat more. And then he tells the producers that Eva is not very considerate because if she was the one that cooked this dinner, he would have at least eaten half the bowl, but she only took 1 or 2 bites. Excuse me?
This guy is...
His food, her food would have been edible. That's the main difference.
And the dinner conversation is so boring. He's just yapping in circles. Like his dinner conversation are like the old riddles that grandparents like to talk about in the panel of commentators. Every time you see Youngju and Eva on the screen, you see the commentator start slumping and slumping a little bit more. And she's just, waiting for him to finish. And then at the end, she goes back to the room. He escorts her. And he very angrily tells the producers, it's true. I didn't get the response that I deserved. She has no intention of staying, so.
I mean, I wouldn't either.
And then she would want to sleep there with him.
What is happening right now?
Yeah. Okay. And then you're going to die. You're gonna die. So then he drops her off. Okay, so let me give you. She didn't want to go with him. He's like, you gotta go with me. She goes, and then she's like, I want to go home and sleep. So then he's like, okay, go, but I'm gonna bring you for dinner. He goes, sees her sleeping, right? Wakes her up. They eat dinner, and then he's like, okay, let me walk you back. Walks her back, and then as he's leaving, he says, hey, let me know if you can't sleep. I'll come get you. Did you not just see her knocked out? Okay. So then at the end of the night, everyone is told to journal about their day, the things that they've learned, and you see all 5 of them. Like sitting at the desk.
Right.
12 fonts, 13 fonts. They put their pen down, they ponder, they look up. Some of them are getting so
He has
intense.
no thoughts.
Like their head is becoming parallel with the table, like this, okay? Youngju writes like a little 5-year-old in big childish letters. I don't know how to cook. Signed, Youngju. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Me too, though.
Yes.
Me too.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
After he ranked the lowest in the marriage quiz, his takeaway is not that. His takeaway is I don't know how to cook.
It's not that he doesn't know anything about his wife.
No.
Like,
What
imagine
is her
they didn't ask him
takeaway?
anything about their kids.
No, he probably knows nothing about that.
Exactly.
Does he
What's
know
their
he
name?
has
I don't know.
kids?
Oh, yeah, exactly. When's their birthday? I don't know.
How old are
I
they?
don't know. Boy or girl? I don't know.
Yeah. What do they look like? Not sure. Then everyone at the very end of the night, they get a card that reads, today, at the end of the day, do you still want a divorce? Check yes or no.
Yes.
This card, not only did she check yes, but she writes underneath it, I didn't feel any changes. In my impression, he still reacts the way he normally does.
Even after day 1, it's like, oh, I still want a divorce. Okay.
So Yangzi, after all of this, ranked the lowest, waking up his wife,
he said no.
being just a little demon to everybody,
Or he said
yelling
yes.
at the producers, berating them for not giving him a broom for his walk.
Burning down the whole place.
Yeah, burning down the place.
Arson.
Being, arsonist in the making. You know, both the yes and no boxes are scribbled over and over until he finally is like, actually, it's a no. And then he writes in big letters, 20 years for the first time, I didn't touch my cell phone. Regular schedule for sleep. I realized that leaving my phone is not so bad. I'm sorry, what does this have to do with your phone? We're not here to talk about your screen time.
You're not married to your
Everyone's phones
phone.
were
You're
confiscated
married to
in
your
the beginning,
wife.
right? But maybe we are here to talk about his screen time because the lights turn off. He gets into his little camper bed with the fire still going, which feels like a hazard. But after laying his head on the pillow for 0.2 seconds, he gets up, reaches into his pocket, suspiciously. He walks over to the bathroom area where there are no cameras. I'm expecting he's peeing, right? All of a sudden, you hear a ringtone go off. He had turned on his phone and instantly it was on loud and something's going off. And first of all, phones are confiscated. I don't know how he got his little grubby hands on a phone. It might have been he told the producers he only has 6 phones, right? The producers are not playing games. They immediately run over. Give me your mobile phone. Yangzi is scrambling. He's like, wait, hold on. It's my power bank. What are you talking about? It's not my phone.
It's his power
Why
bank
do you need a
that
power
makes
bank?
ringtone?
Yeah. Are you sure? Really? I don't have a phone. Okay, then just give up your power bank if you don't have your phone, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Charging your audacity? The producers decide to believe him. 5 minutes later, he comes out of the bathroom. You know how you can like tuck your phone into your waistband? Like just like the pants part, not your pocket.
Take
well,
his
he
phone.
does it screen facing outward and he's wearing a thin white shirt and the screen is still on. So you just see a rectangular glow in the dark, just like bright screen. You like just through his shirt.
The
Through his
audacity.
shirt, you can see his phone screen.
The
He doesn't see
audacity
it.
of this man.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Exactly. Okay, then he goes back from the bathroom into the room. He hides it in a glove in the kitchen. Producers walk in and they're trying to look for the contraband. They're trying to look for the phone. Yangzi walks over acting like he's about to put more wood into the fire, so he puts on the glove with the phone in the glove. And the producer realizes the phone is in the glove. And the producer is like so taken aback by Yangzi's blatant stupidity that he just like laughs in his face. Like he genuinely doesn't know how to call him out on something so clearly obvious. So he's just looking at him, looking at his glove, looking back at him, looking at his glove. And they're trying so hard not to laugh. You know, the producers end up leaving. They're like, you know what? There's nothing we can do right now. He can't use his phone because there's cameras everywhere. So he starts pacing. He's trying to lay down. Then he gets back up. And then he starts walking.
Thank
I'm like,
you.
where are you walking? There's like a stray dog next to him. I don't know if it's a stray dog. It looks like there's like a dog walking next to him. And it's got to be somebody's dog. We don't know this dog.
I want to see him take a photo of the dog and then just gets caught for having his phone. That would be the most amazing part, is if he does all that dumb shit trying to hide the phone and then just sees a dog. Click. Please tell me he does that.
I don't know. So then I get to the place that they were going.
Please tell me.
Hey, wake up.
Oh my god, he went to his wife?
Oh.
Eva wakes up and she's like, what's wrong? It's 3:30 in the morning. And he was like,
This guy is fucking crazy.
got 8 cameras in me in that little place. I don't know what to do. I got nothing to do. And she's like, what? And then he's like,
you can
okay, fine.
sleep.
He's like, clearly you're not going to entertain me. So then he leaves, right? But you know what really bothers me?
So crazy.
Here's what I know about Yangzi. Yangzi is more like a sibling than he is a husband, because here's the worst part about having a sibling. Why do they come into your room when you are sleeping and then they turn on the light and then they open the door and then when they leave they don't turn off the light and then turn off the light and close the door like you had left it before, okay? Well, Yangzi does something worse. He just leaves this dog in there. I don't know. We don't know whose dog this is. But the dog is just there, okay? And then he just leaves. He leaves even with the dog. I love dogs. This dog is cute, but this is random.
Why do you do that?
New dog.
Yeah. Now he goes back to his room and he starts covering up all the cameras with boxes. And he
No
thinks,
way.
Yeah, he thinks he's.
Is that allowed?
And he's laughing. He whips out his phone, and the phone is blurred.
Oh.
But he's like showing someone on the phone all the cameras that have been covered. Okay, it's blurred, but afterwards, after it airs, netizens were able to get a different angle from one of the other cameras, like a B cam that was uploaded.
Oh.
He's FaceTiming a woman with long hair wearing a V-neck.
Dude, he is crazy. He's on a TV show.
And he's like giggling, and then he immediately he's like showing all the cameras. And
Are
then
you even allowed to hide cameras on a reality show? Can you even cover those up? Clearly he missed one, but
He saw one?
Yeah.
Wait, his face dropped?
Yeah. So then he walks over and puts a box over it.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
He acts like a 12-year-old kid.
But he wants you to treat him like he is a 500-year-old ancestral wise fairy being. I don't know.
Fairy bean.
Like a bean.
Like a bean.
He wants you to treat him like he has all of the ancient wisdom of the great Chinese philosophers all up in his dome. But
you
all
don't.
he has is radio silence. He is the epitome of brain rot. This guy has the competency and the intelligence of a brick wall, but he wants you to treat him. I was just like listing off a bunch of smart people, and I feel like a lot of them could be controversial. You know, I'm like, wait, I don't know about their personal lives actually, so I'm not gonna list any of them. Just insert very smart person, okay? Very smart, very powerful person. This guy just doesn't give a flying fuck. At the end of this, he doesn't go to sleep until 6:30 in the morning, and the next day he cannot wake up on time. The program staff have to keep going to wake him up like an alarm clock, as if they're they're waking up a kid to go to high school. The next day, the three couples are going to be formally introduced to each other, but they're all driving in separate cars. So Maya and Lee are going to drive to the next location, and then that's where and then I'm having war flashbacks. And then the chill husband, the chill wife are going to drive, and Youngzi and Eva are going to drive.
We're still on episode 1?
Yeah. So Youngzi, he gets up late. They're the last couple to leave. Eva's waiting on him, and finally he takes a shower. It takes all of his damn time, you know, getting his hair gel in. All his white hair is just gelled all the way up, and then he tells Eva she's got to drive because he's tired.
Oh my god, bro.
So she drives, and then they're, you know, chill husband and chill wife are not having a good drive either. So chill wife wanted to drive, she's driving, and the chill husband keeps backstreet driving. So they pull over to the side, backseat driving, and they pull over to the side. So I'm thinking, okay, chill husband's gonna start driving, right? They cut it, and then the next scene is just chill husband in the very back of the car. She kicked him out of the passenger seat. He's sitting in the back seat, like a pouty little kid. So she's like, you shut the fuck up, okay? Don't tell me how to drive. So they drive into the desert. There's gonna be a tent for the guys and a tent for the girls, and they all meet. They all sit down, and they're all gonna go eat lunch. But Youngzi grabs this green blanket, looking like a honeydew melon, and he's sitting there, and he keeps asking everyone else if they're cold, like he's such a gracious host. His wife Eva is in a tank top, and she's like, I gotta go look for a jacket. He never asks her if she's cold.
That's crazy. Wow.
And instantly, when everyone sits down, he starts giving people glasses of tea. I don't know where he got this.
Does he not give her one?
It's tea from 1999.
What?
When the fork did you have time to do all that? The couples are all cracking jokes that Maya and Lee are here for their honeymoon because they just seem so lovey-dovey.
Oh god. Oh.
But they're all focused on Youngzi. Youngzi becomes a punching bag initially because all the couples, they try to make themselves feel better about their relationships, which is valid, you know? So they tell him, like, you got 14 points. Even strangers get 12 points. That's crazy. And Youngzi class is in session. So as they're eating hot pot, he's sitting there and he's telling them, you know, he's done a lot of these reality shows before, but there was one reality show that I went on where, you know, we were really testing the limits of human capabilities and of human strength and human agility. It was actually the first time in my life I've ever been scared to do anything. And we were skydiving. Chill wife starts smirking, and you just know, like, I love when a woman starts smirking. I just know she's got something up her sleeve, okay? And she's like, oh yeah, and Youngzi is like, yeah, I mean, it was really like a test to the human body.
Skydiving?
Yeah.
It's not that serious.
Yeah. And chill husband, he points out, Youngzi, you talk about how scary skydiving is, but honey, you seem to find it pretty easy. Chill wife is a professional skydiver.
Hell yeah.
She can be skydive by herself.
She's certified.
She does everything. She's got her own parachute. And
why is he bringing up skydiving when they're talking about how little he knows his fucking wife? Like, I think you're missing the point here, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
Then all of a sudden, Youngzi doesn't want to talk about skydiving no more. He's suddenly engrossed in the food. The food is so good all of a sudden.
Oh, yum.
He's just like, oh, so you went to training. That's it. And then my pipes in, okay? Maya's like, you know, ever since I had kids, I just like don't want to do anything extreme or too dangerous anymore. To which Youngzi switches up. And
to the kids?
Listen,
as a father of 2?
Yeah. No, because, okay, I have a member of the RM team. She dated a philosophy major. She said, I would never wish that upon my worst enemy. She says, philosophy majors are great, but they should strictly, legally, only be allowed to date other philosophy majors. That's it. I'm sorry. You're not allowed to be on Hinge or any other dating app. Sorry. Can't be there. Okay? That's a rule. It might not be my
philosophy majors.
But he is worse than that. He decides. We all tell ourselves excuses. Look at Maya, for example, telling herself that it's because of the kids that I can't do this, I won't do that. But did you know?
Look at your excuses, telling yourself that you suck at cooking because you don't have a broom. Because the kitchen's too whatever.
In all the languages in the world, the most repeated word is I, me. We live in an egocentric world. What the fuck?
Talking right now.
What are we saying?
Yes. To which the chill husband says sarcastically, and I don't know, like this chill husband, I think I named him wrong. He has no chill.
The no chill husband.
Yes, no chill husband. Sarcastically says, nobody knows more than Youngzi. And you can see his smirking. You can see his wife is like, that's a good one. Like his wife is suddenly attracted to him again. And everyone thinks,
I love them.
He is my friend.
It's my lover. So this is like the first time they're meeting.
Yeah.
The no chill husband is already clocking Youngzi. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Everyone picks up on the tension except you guessed it. Dress looked like a little cold green sugar snap pea wrapped in his honeydew green blanket.
Oh yeah.
Youngzi. He says,
you
know, when you
smart.
say that, and chill husband goes, I was joking. No, but it's true because I know a little something of everything because of my experiences. Okay. He instantly starts name dropping how his experiences include working for his family factories at Julie Group, literally just name dropping his Nepo baby status. He says that after he traveled the world to study the distribution of Asian artifacts, you know, and Eva is sitting there staring off into the distance. At this point, they're in the desert, and I think she's trying to see if the earth is flat.
I think it
Sometimes
is.
she's looking down at her nails, smiling. Like, she's not enraged. He's just droning on and on and on. At one point, the panel who's watching this, they're confused. One of them asks each other, wait, did somebody ask him about this?
No.
It's all voluntary.
Almost.
Chill wife asks Youngzi.
Certainly
You
not.
seem like you're really good at everything.
She's setting him up. She's so good.
Like, you're so good at collecting history. I mean, you've had so much experience. It sounds like you're really skilled across different industries, and you've done quite well at everything you've tried.
What is your history with your wife? Can you tell me y'all's history? Like, when did y'all get married? Can you tell me that history? Like, when your kids are born? What is your wife's hobby?
And Yangzi, he does the the frown and the no. It's like the humble, no, you're doing too much. Oh, don't give me that attention. Oh, you're too kind. Oh, don't say that about me. And then chill wife hits him with a smirk. And you know a lot of things, but how come you ranked last in the marriage quiz?
Shots fired. And what did he say?
I don't understand. I need you to decode it. Okay. In the boundless universe. No, that's his next line. In the boundless universe, when there's a problem, there's a solution. It's hard to cure yourself. You know, we've seen 8 immortals cross the sea. What the fuck? At this point, all the netizens are commenting, good thing chill wife and chill husband are wearing sunglasses because you just know that they're rolling their eyes. He's just going on a folklore tangent and everyone zones out. It looks like with every vowel this guy speaks, the soul leaves Ava's body a little more and more, and she just starts zoning out more and more. And then eventually they go around the table talking about why they're on the show. Yangzi says, actually, Eva and I have broken up a few times.
What did that even mean? What does that have to do with why you don't know your wife at all?
You know, back in 2022, there were rumors that we were separated, and that was true. He says the biggest problem that they have is that he just doesn't go home ever.
I don't know if that's the biggest.
Yeah, but also, like, if my husband isn't coming home, I'm kickstarting my squatters' rights. You don't live here anymore. This is no longer your home, it's mine. What do you mean? Are you the UPS man? You can't just stop by here and there. And then he complains as if it's not his fault. Eva is too regular. She goes to sleep every day at 10 p.m. I'm much more spontaneous. I get up sometimes at 3 in the morning. Sometimes I go to sleep at 10 in the morning. And then he mentions, of course, sometimes they start fighting and he doesn't go home after that. And then it just became like a routine. And he just, like, the way he says it, though, there's no shame. There's no, like, I fucked up. It's just like, of course, you should understand, right? Not a single time does Eva interrupt. She just sits there sighing and looking
just
like
let him dig his grave.
Comical. Eventually, everyone is like, Eva, what are your thoughts? And she says, I mean, clearly there's too many problems to name. It's not just sleep. Even for the kids, he doesn't care about the kids, and you can't really make someone care. To which No Chill husband is so blunt. I think Yangzi is plotting his death, okay? He says, you know, you're a man. Stop acting like a weirdo.
我觉得这个节目，我可能对那皇上一下这个决心来是比较艰难的。你大老爷们儿，你就不要在这矫情了。
It's basically like, be a man, like, man up.
Wait, who said this? No Chill husband?
Yeah, to Yangzi.
Be a man?
Yeah, like, take care of your kids, take care of your wife. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, chill husband was not the right name.
Let me tell you about Yangzi's live streams. Yangzi's live
streams.
Ooh,
life is not good.
He does these live streams where he brings on business owners. Okay, so let's say you have a small paper towel company.
And it's not like Douyin, right?
I just saw that.
He goes on live stream on TikTok.
Yeah, and to sell TikTok shop. Okay, and so he'll bring in a local mom and pop paper towel salesperson, and then he'll look at the paper towels. Okay, and this has been a thing. Everybody hates him, and he asks the owner of the company, "How much are you selling these paper towels for?" They're like $1 a roll, and then he's like, "Okay." He looks straight into the camera. If you guys order right now, I will give you these for 10 cents a roll. And every owner is like, no. Like, some of them are trying to walk out. Some of them are trying to grab their products. And they're like, absolutely not. I'm not honoring this. And he just does this nonstop. He'll drag Eva into all of his live streams and make her sit there and she looks uncomfortable. Eva is a very poised, sophisticated woman. She's the opposite of me. Like, she's so classy.
Weird.
And she gives me the type where she likes to live a very private life. And she likes to focus on acting, like truly acting. And she doesn't really want to do these live streams. She just wants to work on her craft, right? But no, no. I mean, what do you expect from the guy? This guy, he would have a press conference for his movies. And for all the journalists that he invites, he would give them a red envelope with $100 in each of them. Sorry, is this bribery? Crazy.
It is bribery, that's
you know what's crazy about Yangzi's live streams? Other people sell things for money. Yangzi is truly in love with live streaming. He's truly in love with seeing his own face and hearing his own voice and watching his lips move. Truly, Yangzi is in love with Yangzi. Huang Xiaoming is in love with Huang Xiaoming. Okay. They ask Eva if she's okay with it, and she says it's frustrating because not only does he not help her with her work, but he wants her to get involved in his work too. She tells the producers, and this is so sad, she says, I'm supposed to have a really strong personality, but I don't know why over time I just became so just more and more compliant and accepting of things, and then it became habitual, but I would love to change that.
Wow.
So then she changes it. Later that night, he's making tea once more.
That's
He's making
insane.
tea for everyone. And Eva finally opens up about how their sons are getting older and they have so much energy. Yangzi never goes on vacations with them, never takes them places. She's the one doing all of this while balancing work. And she says it's hard because as boys age, they also need a lot more instruction that would be better from a father. And it's just hard as a mom. Meanwhile, everyone is sympathizing with her. Yangzi holds his hands up like a binocular and looks up in the sky. He's looking for the Big Dipper, the star constellation.
Like he's ignoring this talk right now? That's fucking crazy. Wow.
She keeps talking and she's like, he never really pays attention to the kids. And he says, you know, I communicate with them and we communicate like men. These kids are like 10. Everyone looks like they want to throw him off the cliff. He says he also spends less time with the kids because he wants to instill traditional values of culture. He wants them to learn about antiques and collectibles, right? History. Meanwhile, Ava wants to take them.
Do your kids know you exist? Like, last I heard, you don't see your kids. How are you giving them those traits? What are we doing here?
Skiing and golfing. Okay. And Eva is like, it's not like even I want to do that. They want to go skiing. They want to go golfing. So it's not like I want to go, but I'm going with them. And then he basically tells her he does it in the scariest way ever. He sits back and he tells her it's New Year. I was confused by this. I was like, what do you mean it's New Year, right? And so I was talking to Tiffany about it, and then she's saying it's actually like terrifying. Like that's really toxic. So when you say New Year, it's okay. So Chinese New Year, it wasn't New Year when they were filming, but Chinese New Year is huge in China, where all the families get together, and kids, even if they're being insane, parents will not yell at them. Parents will not like do anything to the kids because it's New Year. So they just say it's New Year, which means today I'm gonna keep the festive mood, but tomorrow you're getting your ass beat.
Bro, what is going on? I've never heard of this before.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. Tiffany was saying like it's almost like a threat for parents. You know how in America it's like, okay, we'll talk when we get home, and then you do the eyes to your kid.
It's
like,
almost
you're
Christmas.
When we get home.
Oh my God.
But he said it's New Year. And then he says, well, what I think is every time I play with the kids, I hear a little voice in my heart saying, wouldn't it be great if they could learn about agriculture right now instead of just playing around? But I realize no matter what he learns, happiness comes first. And since his mother has raised him so well, then we shouldn't do too much. If both of us, I'm trying to teach him about history and culture, and Ava's trying to, do golfing and skiing, he's going to end up with split personality. The chill husband is just generously blurting out what everyone is thinking. He just blurts out, well, just admit it. When it comes to raising your kids, you're falling short. Everyone else can see it, okay?
好吧，你就承认一下，确实是在孩子这块咱做的有欠缺，真不是，都能看出来，好吧，对吧？好。
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One of the panel members says, this is the type of middle-aged Chinese man I hate the most. And I just love that for her, okay? She's like, this is the type of guy you ask, hey, is that a tissue? Because you want to use the tissue. And that guy sits there and goes, well, in Chinese culture, back in the day, what would happen was, and then now you've got fucking snot running dangerously close to your upper lip, okay? You feel like you can't breathe through your nose, and you never got a fucking tissue, and you just wasted 15 minutes of your precious time. That's who Yangzi is. He wants to act like everybody's dad when he's not even a good dad to his own actual kids. The only aspect of life that this guy has mastered is the art of sleeping, and he doesn't even get that right. And then Yangzi goes on to whine about how it takes a lot for someone of his status to come to a show like this, which chill husband, genuinely no chill, okay? Genuinely. He's like, well, I think it's actually harder for your wife Eva to decide to come here because she's a huge celebrity. You don't need to be so pretentious.
I love him. I love him. He's so great.
Let's go.
I don't think. I mean, to be fair, chill wife has said chill husband is like doesn't really shower a lot. Like they fight about hygiene. So like if he doesn't care about having cheese in his butt crack, what makes him think he cares about Young's feelings? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Later that night,
I don't need that image, Stephanie.
These are some crazy relationship scenarios that they're all living in.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I want to know everyone's pick. Like, if you have to pick one couple to be in,
oh my God,
one relationship to live with, what would that? Which one? Right?
God.
That's crazy. So the no chill one's like no showering and.
Oh, they fight a lot though.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, but they like scream fight at each other. They're very vocal, like scream fight. Oh, I definitely cannot be in mine these relationships. Oh my gosh, honestly, I think I'd be Eva.
Yeah, you're just checked out, right?
Yeah, and then like you go live your life, right?
Yeah.
So then he's talking about how Young's is like, before I even came on the show, I was thinking about maybe I'll just leave Eva. Chill husband again. Cuts him off. You've been writing on her popularity for years and you want to cut ties forever. You keep talking about how hard you work, how many friends you've met, how busy you are, how much you've expanded your world. But what if you ever given back to Eva? Honestly, in the
I have no take on his relationship stuff, but no chill. I love the words he says to Youngju, I think. I love that. Love that for him.
Like, because we're like fans of her. She's a goddess. She's like a movie star, and yet you drag her into live streaming with you. Like, do you think that she's actually happy doing that?
King shit.
His face gets red, and he says, "Work is work. It's not supposed to make you happy." And then chill husband hits back with, "Is that how Eva just ends up being convinced by you every time to go on a live stream?"
Damn.
有些人是因为喜爱而干的工作可能开心，但可能很多人，工作就是工作，他工作不是让你来开心的，工作不是让你来开心的。
黄圣依是不是每次都被你这么一顿叭叭叭就给说服了？
And you know what Eva does? She's sitting there.
Smirking?
She's smiling. She's not even saying anything. And the chill wife is looking at chill husband like, you might get it tonight.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
she's like, yes, okay. Maybe showering is like optional. Maybe not showering is okay. We must all make concessions in life. Why must he shower? Maybe we should be considerate and pop on a K95 mask. What do you mean? For a few minutes, Youngzi is quiet because he's just been obliterated with a man whose butt crack probably hasn't seen a bar of soap in like 48 hours, okay? I'm kidding. I like the chill couple right now. Well, they've got
Stephanie, please. Please stop giving us that imagery, please. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know that, Stephanie. Please don't tell me about that stuff.
But Mai and Youngzi need to be sectioned, okay? They need to be held. So it's a little bit different. Everybody else is kind of normal crazy. Like, I can see why you've gotten so crazy.
Right.
Because your partner drives you insane. So I see it. I see how you got here. I see where you were before. Let me bring you back, right? Youngzi and Mai, I'm like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what kind of circus you guys are, okay? Not my circus, not my monkeys. At one point, Youngzi finally shuts up and he decides that intelligence is no longer in great demand. And then he starts yapping again. At one point, Mai looks over at the chill wife. Chill wife, she's sitting there staring off into the distance. And Maya's like, I can't even follow everything he's talking about. Chill wife smiles. She's not even looking at Yangzi, okay? It's okay. Ignore everything in the beginning and the middle. Usually the last thing he says is what he wants a response to. This is all just part of the process.
This is hilarious.
What's going on right now?
So
okay, but the craziest part of all of this is after he does all of this. Okay, so chill wife, she was the only other person along with Eva that checked yes for I want a divorce.
Okay.
That night, Mai, Lee, chill wife, chill husband, they all check I don't want a divorce anymore. They all say
they realized it was so bad before. Okay. They realized how good their marriage was.
After witnessing Yangzi, maybe my problems aren't that bad. Maybe I'm okay. Maybe life is okay.
Well,
the grass is
my is not okay to be in a relationship with a chill couple. They seem they I think they have a chance.
greener. Maybe it's not. Maybe the grass is dead on the other side.
Yeah.
They all check no. Eva goes and she checks yes again for the second night in a row. Yangzi, after terrorizing the fuck out of everybody, he confidently goes in and smack dab checks yes. He too wants a divorce now.
Thank goodness.
And that is where I leave you with part 1 of Yangzi and Eva. This makes me so angry. I'm so sorry. I feel like my words were a lot more heated, targeted, angry. I feel I am a lot more.
He's a different breed.
No, and I don't even think my words are doing it justice because I usually try not to get heated for really anything, any video. But wow, everything he touches, I want to burn down.
Same. I mean, I want to do the same thing with mine, but same.
He's making me want to commit crimes. Okay, so
wait,
please,
what episode are we at right now?
like 1.5
Oh.
out of like.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that is part 1 done. So, YouTube, check out the next one with me soon. Goodbye.